What's up, guys? It is the end of August and we are in South Dakota. A little change of pace. Today we're going to be hiking Black Elk Peak, which is the highest point in South Dakota. For a full hike review of Black Elk Peak, you can check the link below. So we are at the Willow Creek Trailhead today, which is part of the Willow Creek Wilderness. Had my drone all ready to go and realized it is a wilderness area, so it's a no-fly zone. Plan for today is to hike in a little bit, find a nice camping spot, and then yeah, summit the mountain after that. There's a number of different trailheads for this mountain, Black Elk Peak, and I'll have a map of that in the link below somewhere. The reason we chose this side is we want to do some backcountry camping, which this side is far better for that. It's the north side, and also because just in general there's far less people here, so hopefully we'll have a bit more of a secluded hike until we reach the summit, and then I'm sure it will be a complete clusterfuck. The goal for today is right there. There's a little fire tower. This is the start of the trail. You can go left or right. Right is a bit more distance, so we're gonna go left. From this side, it's about a 10-mile hike with a little over 2,200 feet of elevation gain. From the other side, which is the southern side, the much more common approach, it's about 6 miles and about half the elevation gain, so that's why that side's a lot more popular. Another key factor of this hike is there are no water sources along the way, so whether you're camping overnight or just doing a day trip, bring your own water. We came from this way. We're gonna take this. It's just trail number 9N north. If you did happen to take the other loop, it would have come from over here, and then you'd still be going this way again. It's a little frustrating because we've hiked a little over a mile and look how close the friggin' road is. It's literally right there. This trail is taking a super roundabout way to start actually going towards Black Elk Peak, which is that way. And originally we wanted to hike maybe a little over a mile and then set up a good spot to camp, but I mean, I'm not about to camp next to a friggin' highway. That sounds terrible. About 1.75 miles in. Beautiful open fields. Crazy girl. Here's the junction with trail number 5, and you're going to keep going this way on trail number 9. Beautiful rock formations here. I think what South Dakota is kind of known for is these super pitchy, slabby granite rock jetting up out of the ground. Very pretty. 2.3 miles in now, and we are officially taking our first steps in Black Elk Wilderness here in South Dakota. Man, so it turns out finding a camping spot here is pretty tricky after the initial field because there's so many ups and downs and so much beetle kill. I mean, you can just take a look out into this field. Finding like a flat area is tough, but we found a nice little spot right here that should be just big enough to fit the tent, and even if we didn't have a tent, nice little overhang that will work just fine. Views from the campsite, not bad. That's the destination. Looking back on these really cool bluffs, 3.6 miles into this hike, best views of the day. Stunning stuff. Cool spires in front of us, and then we'll see if you might be able to see it. The tower is right there, so we're getting pretty close. Looks like from here on out we kind of just work the ridge. We're 3.6 miles in right now. Very, very pretty. I think this might be the back of Mount Rushmore right here. Pretty views here. And we're on the right side of the ridge again. Just slowly working our way through this brush. Lots of wild raspberries along the way. Crazy they're still in season here. But apparently, just like down south, they've had some wet spring and big winter, so all this mud and flowers and everything else is sticking around a lot longer than it normally would. Slowly getting closer. I think this is actually the summit of another mountain right now. Not exactly sure the name of it, but kind of look around here. Very much looks like a mountaintop. The trail has kind of just been a steady mix of elevation gain, flats like this here, through the forest, through fields, and now we're definitely in a kind of a high alpine environment, it seems, with smaller trees and less vegetation. But yeah, the trail's really been straightforward, very easy to find, a little overgrown, but all in all, solid hike so far. I've been working this ridge for what seems like forever, but the tower is right there. From what I understand, we're gonna switch back up this, connect with the trail from the other side, and then yeah, ride out the ridge. .6 miles in, you'll see this sign, and then this is your path up here, and then you're going to take a right and gain the final summit, which is completely blocked out by the sun. The pretty spires over there, pretty awesome. In the base of the tower now, looks like. Pretty cool. Here comes our second party, Jackie. Top of the tower. Pretty cool. View's exactly the same as down low, although actually a little bit better. So basically came from here and there, and we're camped like somewhere right around there. So you can see we're on top now, and the tower is behind us, but just kind of come out here a little less crowded, even though it's almost 5:30 at night, but still pretty awesome up here. You can see some people on like a false summit right there, and then yeah, just pretty views up here. Black Hills National Forest, and then yeah, looking back on the tower right there. Made it to the summit of Black Elk Peak. It is the tallest point in South Dakota. It's also known as Harney Peak. That's the old name for it. So from the north side where we started at Elk Meadows, yeah, the mileage was way off because we are north of 6 miles at this point, and obviously have to go back, so probably be around 12 and a half miles round trip on this. Elevation gain was pretty accurate. I had about 2,300 feet to get up here. We were moving at a pretty leisurely pace, especially with the dog, who was pretty hot at first, so round trip time, I don't know, maybe you're looking at like 7-8 hours kind of thing. You could definitely do it faster. But yeah, super crowded up here. I mean, we're here really late in the day. It's obviously Saturday, so of a holiday weekend, so definitely a good amount of crowds, but I was kind of expecting there to be less people at this time of day, but that's definitely not the case. But yeah, we'll give you some views up here. For a full hike review of Black Elk Peak, you can check the link below. Please subscribe not to miss any future hike videos, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.